We'll see if we can finish off Machamp with our burst attack. Oh, he's dead. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Pokken Tournament. Today we are continuing the Ferrum League, Pokken's single-player story mode, but if you missed any episodes so far featuring Lucario, Chandelure, and more, there's a playlist at the top of the description. Based on your comments, the most popularly requested Poké partner is the legendary water beast that elegantly evaporates the competition, Suicune. You guys really seem to love these blue mammals, 2 in a row. Now, if you've got a Pokemon that you'd like to see next, please let me know in the comments. Suicune has some great ranged moves for zoning, and actually plays a little bit like Chandelure in that respect, but seems like a really good choice if you're going up against that ghost, and you'll see why in just a second as we jump into some matches. So after this episode, we're going to enter in the tournament to challenge our first champion in a promotion test, and we'll hopefully rank up, but we might even have our first story encounter as well. Let's grab a support set. I'm a big fan of the Frogadier EV combo. So, as you guys can see, I'm wearing my new fluffy muffler, the weird scarf thing we unlocked with the Amiibo last time. My opponents are going to feel really bad about themselves if they lose to a young Santa Claus with a feather boa on, but that'll just, add insult to injury. Until we can get some better clothes, we're just going to wear whatever stuff they throw our way. So Suicune, starting out in field mode, you can use Y to shoot out these little water projectiles and waves. If you keep tapping Y, you'll, fire a few different things, and you can kind of move around, leaving them as you go. If you jump into the air, you can have a big droplet. Now, in duel mode and in field mode, you can use Aurora beam with A, and if you hold down any of your A moves, Suicune will start to glow, and if you let go, you'll unleash Icy Wind, and that'll get more powerful when you're in your burst form. And you can push forward in A to do a crazy Hydro Pump, that's really good as well. If you jump up, you can do some homing attacks. Suicune has a lot of ice moves despite being a water type. If you do up in A, you can shoot a Aerial Aura Beam, and Aurora Beam, sorry. And we had Aura last time, so another similarity between these blue Pokemon. But yeah, a lot of anti-air moves and different stuff like that to get a perfect on this first Pokemon. Machamp really went along with my move explanation there. He jumped right into my Aurora Beam. Let's grab our Eevee. So some of the other Pokkén moves that you can use, this one doesn't really have a name. It's kind of like a little ice barrier, but back in Y is a little shield that you can charge up and make this kind of barrier that will creep forwards a little bit, but works pretty well against enemies to keep them out. And remember, if you're, have the time, charging up a Hyper Beam forward in A is so strong, and you can unleash that Icy Wind as well. If you jump and hit A, Blizzard is amazingly powerful. Look at all that health it took off. You can use it in field mode as well, like most of your A moves. And Suicune's actually pretty quick to home in if you just tap X in field mode to get in there. We've got some good counter abilities as well. Another perfect to take out that Machamp, and we'll talk about the rest of Suicune's moves in a second. Suicune has this kind of powerful elegance to it. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. It's one of the legendary beasts. One of its influences is the Kirin, the same legendary creature that Arceus was based off of. And I love how Suicune has this like Doge stare. It looks very condescending, like I'm a legendary and you can't compete with this. We'll see if Pikachu can take us on. But yeah, Suicune it's like the pose that it loves to do most of the time, this weird little stare that really does remind me of Doge. Now then, let's have ourselves some fun. So we're gonna fight against this gal, and we'll keep switching up our support sets. We're gonna unlock some pretty soon here when we rank up. Some of the ones that I really like. Lil with her Pikachu, with those angry Kirby eyebrow or eyelash hairs or whatever, trying to make him look like he's very fierce despite being so cute. So yeah, Suicune, I mentioned, is a pretty good counter to Chandelure, and for a couple reasons. If you hold back an A or just tap it, you can use Mirror Coat, which is a counter, but for projectiles. And I'll see if Pikachu will play along here and send out some projectiles. There we go, and you shoot out a Hydro Pump when you use that. And there we go, Blizzard's so strong. And I'll send an Icy Wind as well. We'll have to use our burst mode here in a second. But yeah, Suicune's got a projectile counter. And if you use that against a spamming Chandelure who's trying to stay at range, you should be able to take them down without, needing to get in close. And that's one good reason to use Suicune. There we go, there's that stare. The other reason to use Suicune against Chandelure is that its special ability in High Stance, I mentioned this in the last few episodes, all the Pokemon have these little stance abilities. Suicune's in Duel Mode, if you hold up, you'll go into that high stance, and you can see it looks kind of cool. And during that, you will heal from status debuffs at a ×3 rate that you normally would. So it's really good against Chandelure, who, as you guys probably saw a few episodes ago, uses a ton of debuffs and negative status effects on the opponents. There we go. That Hydro Pump seems real powerful. The Aurora Beam's a little faster, though, if you want to use that instead. And let's finish up with a grab. Now, Suicune's normal hits, I'll have to show you guys those in the next match here, are pretty weird. It uses its tail. I never thought of that as like a tail. I thought it had just kind of streaming whatever, almost like Sylveon, a newer Pokemon that's kind of similar in style. But that's actually its tail, and it splits in two and turns into these little whips. It uses it for its grab and a lot of its really powerful moves. We're gonna, I think maybe a little boost to attack would help us out. For skills, we have 15 overall wins. We have a new title there. Well, seems I've lost. You're quite the trainer. Get out of here, Lil. All right, another Machamp. Hopefully it'll go as well as the first. I've heard Machamp has some crazy powerful moves, but so far the computer Machamps have not stood a chance. He has to get in close to get those grabs and hits, although he does have some range as well. He's a red-hot battle trainer, this Roland. So yeah, Suicune, I don't know if I quite like Suicune as much as Chandelure, because I really like getting those status effects and doing hacks and stuff like that, but I still think Suicune is pretty good. A lot of people think it could be one of the high tiers in the game. There's Heracross taunting me in the background. I really wished he was going to get added, and I think we could use a bug type in this game for some more type representation. But if you like bug type, I kind of have a theory that we're gonna get maybe a Scyther. I could see Sizer would be better because then it has the Mega Evolution. But it seems like a bug that would be quick, like we could get another speed type, and a lot of people like the Scyther line, so I could see that happening. There we go, knock them into a phase shift, send some Aurora Beams their way. There we go. Nice Hydro Pump to finish him off. So yeah, despite being there's that stare. Despite being a water type, there's a lot of ice moves, and do remember, hold down A after using those Pokemon moves, and you'll get the extra boost of having that icy wind. And if we get our synergy gauge up here in a second, which we hopefully should, I can show you guys the burst form. So look at these little tail whips with the Y button. There's a nice little combo where Suicune kicks, and we've got a few little water attacks there as well. There we go. Our synergy is ready. Let's do it. I'll try to back up here a little bit so you guys can see the icy wind. If we hold down A, it's definitely more powerful in burst mode, and we'll see if we can finish off Machamp with our burst attack. Oh, he's dead. I'll show you guys that again in a second. That wasn't the full thing, but because we're in burst mode, get a nice rainbowy Aurora Beam to finish off Aurora Borealis. That's another possible influence on Suicune's design. The legendary beasts are all based off of different cats, like Entei is a lion, Raikou is a tiger, and Suicune's kind of like a leopard because the theory is the Japanese god of the north wind, Fujin, has a leopard like little loincloth thing that it wears, so kind of linked in. Suicune is representative of the wind as well. So yeah, lots of mythological influences, like most legendaries in Pokemon, but I've always kind of liked Suicune. It's the version mascot of Crystal. It just has a nice kind of presence to it. It seems very regal, and it showed up in the show a few times, and you know, it was this kind of image of Ash having a strong future ahead that you got to see Suicune. Oh, and also screams at you. It almost sound like a Godzilla monster or something. All right, let's get into our burst mode for sure, and I want to show you guys the finisher if we can. Now, this is a good time against somebody like Lucario. If we want, we're gonna hit him in a field phase here. But if we wanted to try to get that good counter to his little Aurora, or not, now I'm calling his stuff Aura projectiles, we can use back in A to use our mirror coat, and I'll see if I can do this here. Pikachu did it earlier, so you guys got to see it. But it's kind of tough to time, especially when Lucario is like, I'm not gonna use any aura stuff on you. For far enough away, he might do it. Here we go, and have a Hydro Pump. We'll send in our Frogadier. to try to slow him down. I hope Frogadier's not a sign that we're not gonna get the addition of Greninja, because I really think Greninja would fit in well, especially with getting that new pseudo mega form. All right, let's grab our Eevee. We'll also unlock some new Achir abilities with Nia as we go along, but I really like this first one because even if you win, you still get a nice boost to your support. All right, come here, buddy. Oh, he's going in for his projectiles now, but we can hit him with a little. Oop, got behind me. That's okay. Oh, geez. So that looks like a counter. When you see that red little almost counter ability, that's actually just them hitting when you use a grab. So it kind of shows you got to be careful with your grabs, because if somebody hits even with a quick little Y attack, then you're going to be in trouble. All right, this is it, guys. Now we should be able to see the whole thing as long as we don't get, whoa, punched in our little double tail bottom by Lucario. Here we are. Did we hit him or did he guard? We got him. This is true sheer cold. There we go. And unlike the sheer cold in Pokemon, which I believe, ooh, almost got him with the blizzard. Sheer cold in the Pokemon games is a one-hit KO move. Last I knew of it, you know. I'm not up on all the Pokemon moves, but I think it's a one-hit KO. But in this game, you know, they just wanted to give it a cool name to fit the ice ability. But it doesn't, you know, it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't KO in one hit. All right. Now, we really need to get whatever you guys suggest in the comments. Hopefully it's a strong Pokemon that we can do well with, because next time, like I mentioned, we're going up against the champion. Oh, we got a new battle AR. I might use that. Goes well with my Santa hat. We're going to go up against Gengar here. So yeah, I need to have a strong Pokemon on my side, because they're not going to have any skill points and we have to fight the champion. But we should do okay. So you're the trainer I've been hearing all about. Nice to meet you. These guys don't have any voice acting, but we're gonna get to the champion here, who does have some amazing voice acting in English. I put a little clip of that in the first episode. That guy's quote, "You, eh." So condescending, Mark. But yeah, I have to remember, but I'm gonna put the English voice acting back on for an episode next time, because you guys have to hear Travis, the champion of D rank, and hear his great line delivery. All right, Gengar. We got to be careful with Gengar. He's got punches that phase in through little portals, and it can be very tricksy. So I'm going to do my best to block some of these projectiles if he's going to use them on me. Oh, I didn't time that right, or at least didn't seem like it worked. There we go. Jumping in Y. That move is a little slow, it feels like, to get going. But if you can get it going and have somebody go right into it, it does work pretty well. It's just a little. I got to time my blizzards better there. It's a little tough to land because it is a lot slower than most of the moves you can be using. I'll show you guys it one more time here. I like the little droplet, and then it kind of ploops down. Uh-oh, we got a Frogadier in the way. Get out of here. I'm surprised he didn't go in for the grab because he knew I was shielding. That's what you know, a normal AI or Pokken player would do. I'm gonna finish off with my Fennekin. That should do enough damage. Oh, almost. I don't think the support can't actually finish. I believe that's true. Like you can't chip away with the support. Maybe it'll take him down to 1 health, and you have to deliver that final blow. But don't quote me on that. I'm gonna see some quotes in the comments now with that. All right, let's do it. This is our last match for the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you got a decent idea of what you can do with little Suicune here. There we go. Beat it out, and it stuck its tongue out. And there's some cool stuff you can do. The down and Y, I haven't shown that, but this little flick attack is pretty cool. I love the Y combo where she just kicks in there too. We didn't do it there, but you guys saw it earlier. All right, you're out of here, Gengar. Pack it up, because this beast is won. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. We'll finish the episode like we've been doing with unlocking some new Amiibo bonuses, and hopefully we'll get something a little better than a Santa costume. Oop, accidentally put that into attack, but that's okay. Ugh, not bad, not half bad. Thanks for the battle. See ya, Mark. All right, we have ranked up. You just have to get into at least 8th rank. We got to 7th, and we were so close in the last one to be able to compete in the tournament, but now that we're below 8th rank, or above, I guess, we can enter. Congrats, you made it into the top 8. now you'll be able to participate in the tournament. Tournaments are a little different than league matches in that you won't be allowed to change your support set between matches. Oh, and you'll be disqualified if you lose even once. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Go and give it all you've got. Alright, so that'll be next time. Let's finish up with some Amiibo Unlocks. Got these little Animal Crossing guys just sitting here, and they're ready to help us out. You can use any Amiibo. Doesn't matter. It could even be the little... You buy like one pack of Animal Crossing Amiibo cards for a couple bucks. You can get these bonuses each day, because you can only do 5 at a time. And, oh, a lime green fluffy muffler. If we want to really get in the Christmas spirit, we'll blend that, there, and we got a Christmas background. So we got the green and the red, contrasting colors there. And legendary sharpshooter, Santa. If I think of anything with Santa, it's that he's a sharpshooter. We got a forest green. All right, real quick here, before we finish up, you guys got to see this sweet background. We'll change our fluffy muffler. I really need to get some better clothes. There we go. Our hair clashes. I'll put on my new battle AR as well. Christmas themed. It's so weird that they put all this Christmas stuff in here. We got a fancy new fluffy muffler. And last but not least, Merry Christmas, way out of season. There we go. Also, when you're in there, I didn't mention this before, but you can hit X. I didn't see this originally, to change your base character if you want to go back and change to a girl, or, you know, you can have a couple different styles and flip between them if you want. Thank you guys so much. Once again, please leave a like if you enjoyed this, and let me know what Pokemon you want to see next in the comments. I'll see you then for more Pokkén Tournament.